do a poem about some people he has certain feelings about. So welcome to the stage, Alexei.
Hoi. Misschien. Dus feel it. Ik heet Alexei, ik kom uit Polen, maar ik woon hier in Amsterdam, het is een mooie stad. En ik ga deze in Engels doen. About a week ago, we organized the Global Day of Action here in Amsterdam, which is part of a Support Don't Punish campaign. It's a global campaign that took place all around the world, and we had a webinar about the future of drug policing. We wanted to organize that actually with the police and for the police, but that didn't really happen, but we had a nice webinar. And I'll be there at the entrance doing some pictures. It's basically a visual petition. You take a picture with this sign, it's sort of saying that you want to support this cause as well. I'm a fellow board member of Legalized Foundation with Hans Klump, and I'm going to tell a small poem, partly actually inspired by Hans Klump's Forbidden Fruit. And I want to dedicate this to two other luminaries that in the last week passed away. One of them being Professor of Psychiatry, Associate Professor at Harvard, Lester Greenspoon, who died peacefully at the age of 92, which is part of life. But then last morning in South Africa, Johannesburg, Jules Stobbs, who is part of the Dagga Couple, a couple that's been fighting for decriminalization of cannabis use in South Africa for the past 5 years at least, and he was apparently shot and killed in his own home the other night as a part of an armed robbery. I don't know exactly the details, but I want to dedicate this poem to those two and all the other victims of the war on drugs. 17th of July is the International Drug Users Remembrance Day, organized by a local drug user union here at the Moses Kerk, so check that out. This doesn't even have a title. This is from a notebook that I had until 2017 and then rediscovered, and this is a poem from there. And I only changed the last sentence because it's a bit dark. Summer of Love, 1967. Lasted until the fall. Winter came with a vengeance. It dried up nature and gave it a fail. Nature thought, ha, one day I will prevail. Winter of hate came and froze things up. Darkness was upon us, but we held up. They were trying to bring us down until we choke up. We can't breathe, he said. They didn't listen. Until now.
Wegens cannabis. Mag een hartelijk applaus voor de Dagga Couple.
Thank you, and hello all you beautiful people. It really is what an amazing honor to be here today. We would never have thought we would have been granted this. It really, we're very, very excited to be here. And did you know that the Dutch have been scoring weed from South Africa since 1652. We've had a very, very long relationship, your country and ours, and we're very proud of that. The Dutch arrived to establish a refreshment station in what is now Cape Town, and they traded their tobacco for our weed. And we've been using weed for 700 years plus in the Southern African region. And over the last 8 years of our campaign, we've forged a very special relationship with our friends in Europe, but particularly in Amsterdam. The people here have been here to hold our hands as we've learned what we've been doing in South Africa. We've got great advice. We've made some excellent friends, and we're just very proud to be here today.
So, when I first came to Amsterdam in 1978, I got more high from the freedom I felt than from the weed itself, because it was like a brave new world in 1978. Somebody came up with this word called decriminalization, and everyone jumped up it and thought it was manna from heaven. You're not going to go to jail for smoking weed anymore. But let's fast track to now, and something's not right, because something has grown out of that system. Decriminalization is a great thing. We wish nobody would go to jail anymore in South Africa, but there are 600 arrests a day in South Africa, and every one of them see the inside of a cell for at least 48 hours just because of prohibition. So when I come back to Amsterdam now, 40 years later, 35 years later, I can feel that things are not moving forward like they should. It's kind of regressing a bit. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe you can tell me something different. But don't be complacent about this thing, legalization, because nobody's free until we're all free.
Thank you very much, Amsterdam, and I'd just like to give a big shout out to all the South Africans in the audience today, and hope you all have a great day. And I'd like to say, Viva Amadagga Dagga, Viva!
Just one other thing that we've noticed today, when we do our 420 parties in Johannesburg, we get about 4,000 people, but they are all charged money at the gate to pay for all of the facilities, and we are blown away at the generosity of the sponsors today to ensure that this day is free for all. It's an incredible feat to pull off in this day and age. It really is. So big up to these people who worked all night to make it look sexy for you guys. We love Amsterdam. Thank you very much for having us. We're going to go and get even more stoned if we can now. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, hello Stephen. I'm actually driving at the moment. Yeah, you can say I am getting warmed up, I suppose, there. We've got quite a cool trip. We're going to meet some very, very cool people and go into some amazing remote valleys bullet growing for 600 years, so I'm just going to make the best of it, and we'll film a little bit of it and see how we go. But I think a week will be just about enough, my friend.